Now, in this video, we discuss about the carboxylic acids. Actually, aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids. All these three will come under the carbonyl group components. So, aldehydes and ketones, last seven videos we discussed. In this video, we will discuss about the carboxylic acids whose functional group is C double bond OH. Means here carbonyl group is attached to an alcoholic group. Carbonyl group is attached to an alcoholic group. That is carboxyl. That's why this group we will call it as carboxyl group. Carbonyl group and hydroxyl group. Carbonyl group and hydroxyl group. That is C double bond O is the carbonyl group and OH is the hydroxyl group. So by combination of this one, carbo XYL, carboxyl group. This is group we are calling it as carboxyl groups. So this is the most important. Generally, these acids first they were derived from the Latin names only. Okay. And mostly the lower carbon carboxylic acids we can know very well, but if there are the carbon atoms whose carboxylic acids are more than 12 or less than 18, in between these two, they are called the fatty acids. What are they called? They are called the fatty acids. So these carboxylic groups, let us see the nomenclature, how you will name the carboxyl groups. Nomenclature. So in the nomenclature, generally two types of nomenclatures are there. That is common names and IUPAC names. Generally common names are very rare. At that time only 2 or 3 acids they found from the nature, so that's why they have given the names. So that is from the red ants. From the red ants, okay, earlier in the forest, so the people what they will do for the sour taste. For the sour taste, they used to keep some red ants into the food. So that is red ants. They are called formic acid. That means they are getting this formic acid. That is carbon atoms which contains only one carbon atom, HCOOH, formic acid. Suppose 2 carbon atoms, whatever they are getting called the acetic acid, that is the juice from the lemon and all. Acetic acid, 2 carbon atoms, and 4 carbon atoms, butyric acid, that is from the butter, rancid butter, butyric acid is the available is there. So like this only very few common names are there. But in the IUPAC nomenclature, that is the most important, how to give the name of this carbon compounds. So that is, mostly we can say that COOH group is there. Okay, whatever there is there, while giving the IUPAC names, alkane name, parent alkane name, and acid, so we will add the oic acid. That means E will be removed, oic acid will be added. So generally the carboxylic acids names are alkanoic acid. Like that we will give the names. Suppose one carbon atom is there. So one carbon atom means methane. That is acidic group is there. So that's why methane plus oic acid. That means what you will give? The name E will be removed, OAC acid will be added. So methanoic acid. This is also called the formic acid. Methanoic acid. If 2 carbon atoms are there, CH3 COOH. That is 2 carbon atoms means alkane name is ethane. And acid group is there. So this name is ethanoic acid. This ethanoic acid, in the common name, we will call it as acetic acid. Ethanoic acid. Suppose 3 carbon atoms, propanoic acid. 4 carbon atoms, butanoic acid, butyric acid and butanoic acid. Almost all both are same. So it is observed, it is taken from the butter. Okay, ethanoic acid, propanoic acid. So general IUPAC names or for acid is alkane plus oic acid, alkanoic acid, parent chain. Okay, if they are having only one carboxyl group, we will give the names like this. But sometimes we may get the two carboxyl groups which are present in this one. Example, COOH and COOH. Two alcoholic groups or two acid groups are there. Then what we will say? We will give the name of alkane and dioic acid. Two acid groups are there means dioic acid. If three are there, trioic acid. That means alkane. What is the alkane name will be given? Since these two are having the two carbon atoms, we will say ethane. What you have to write down? Two acid groups are there. Ethane, dioic acid. Like this we will give the name. Suppose if CH2, COOH this side, COOH this side. So what is the name will be given? 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms generally. So 3 carbon atoms means propane. So how many acid groups are there? 2 acid groups are there. So what is the name is given? Propane dioic acid. Like that. Suppose now let us continue the structure of COOH group. So COOH group, that is all these carbonyl group and the hydroxyl group. All these are lying on the same plane. And again, so here carbonyl group is less electrophilic nature. Okay, in this one, because since it is also connecting with the another oxygen atom and methyl group also. So that's why it is a less electrophilic nature. Okay, and during, suppose already we know that oxygen is having the electronegative compound than the carbon. So that's why what will happen, the binding electrons are very, if it is passing too nearer to the oxygen, and these electrons will come here, shifting to this side. So you will get resonance structures. So this is the carboxyl group, functional group, and when the electrons or movement is there, so then oxygen will becomes the negative charge and carbon will gets the positive charge, that is carbocation will be formed. If these electrons are shifting to this side, double bond will be formed. So these are the 3 resonance structures. Due to the resonance structures, so it is less electrophilic nature than the aldehydes and ketones or carbonyl group. That is the most important. So this is about the structure of the carboxyl group. So now let us see some methods of preparation of acids, carboxylic acids. Already some reactions already we learned. First methods, generally from primary alcohols and aldehydes also. So oxidation of these alcohols and aldehydes by the presence of strong oxidizing agents like potassium permanganate, dichromate, or chromic acid, and all these things. What they will do? They will give the alcohols. See, okay, primary alcohols are converted into aldehyde, that is RCOOH, that is corresponding acids in the presence of oxidizing agents. Primary alcohols are converted into acids, same molecular formula. Okay, even aldehydes also, RC double bond OH. Oxidation of aldehydes are also will give the corresponding acids. So this is the direct method. Okay, that means in an alkaline medium or strong oxidizing agents, there will be primary alcohols and aldehydes. They will be converted into corresponding acids. So this is the one method. But a special method is there. Okay, that means in the mixture of, that is chromic oxide plus H2SO4, that is a sulfuric acid mixture, acidic chromic oxide. Then in the presence of this one, this reagent we will call it as Jones reagent, and this reaction we are calling it as Jones reaction or Jones reagent. Chromic oxide and sulfuric acid, it is also an oxidizing agent. Okay, so what it will give? It will give corresponding alcohols are converted into corresponding acids. In the textbook, it is given that one decanol, that is carbon atoms which are having the 10 carbon atoms are there. One decanol is converted into decanoic acid. Decanoic acid. Here also it will be taken on oxidation, but in the presence of an acid. Okay, it will be given more fastly and gives the decanoic acid. So this Jones reaction, sometimes they are asking Jones reagent. What is the Jones reagent? Mixture of chromic oxide, acidified chromic oxide. Okay, so that is the reagent that we are using. This reagent we are calling it as the Jones reagent. So this is the preparation of aldehydes from alcohols and aldehydes. We are converting into the acids. So this is the general method. Oxidation of primary alcohols and aldehydes will give the corresponding acids. Suppose directly RC double bond OH, that is aldehydes, are directly converting into the oxidation. They are converting into the acids, corresponding acids in the presence of an oxidizing agent KMnO4 or any other oxidizing agent, we will take it. So this is the first preparation. That means all acids are prepared from their primary alcohols and aldehydes. In this one, Jones reagent is the more important, which is called the Jones reagent, mixture of acidified chromic oxide. So that is the most important. Second method, we will say that one, all aryl or alkyl benzenes. Alkyl benzene. That means in the benzene, alkyl group we have to note down. That means suppose if it is a benzene and alkyl group, CH3 group is there, then what it is called? You know that alkyl benzenes, this is nothing but the toluene or methyl benzene or toluene, T-O-L-U-N-E, toluene. Okay, if you take it in the presence of an oxidizing agent, okay, that is a chromic oxide or potassium permanganate. Okay, in the presence of an alkali, that is the most important. Oxidizing agents in the presence of an alkali, what they will give first? They will give the sodium or potassium salts of the COOK. Oxidizing will be taken place and you will get the sodium or potassium salt of benzene. Okay, or toluene. Okay, potassium salt of benzene or toluene. So to remove this K, and that is a sodium or potassium, we will use the acidification. That means H3O plus or H plus. Okay, hydrogen ion. What it can be converted into? It can be converted into the corresponding acid, benzoic acid. That means toluene to benzoic acid preparation. To remove this group, what you have to do? You have to do the oxidation. Oxidation in presence of alkali, what you will get? You will get a salt, benzoic salt. Then further acidification will give the benzene or benzoic acid. So that means the benzoic acids, that is aromatic acid, that is benzoic acid, can be prepared from their alkyl benzene components. So this is the important conversion, toluene to benzoic acid. So remember, so to oxidizing agent, if you use it in the presence of salt, alkali, you will get a salt first. Further acidification, you will get the acid. So this is the important one. From alkyl benzenes are also we can convert into the acids. Okay, and one more. Okay, and again one more is also there, a reaction. What is the name is given? First of all, you should know it. CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, this is also alkyl group is there in the benzene. So what is the name is to be given? So 3 carbon atoms are there. Okay, propane. Okay, so that is benzene is there, or phenyl. Okay, phenyl, propane or whatever it may be, you can give the name. This is also in the presence of potassium permanganate, that is oxidizing agent, in the presence of KOH. In the presence of KOH or any other thing. What will happen? Acidic again that entire whatever the long chain is there or short chain is there, this alkyl group, it is to be converted into the benzo, that is salt of a benzene. That's all. Only it can be converted into a short form salt. That is side chain oxidation. Side chain oxidation will be taken place, and whatever the number, big number is there also, it is to be converted into COOK. That's all. Benzoic salt. Okay. Further, to get this one, what you have to do? Hydration. That is H3O plus or H plus ions. You will get the benzoic acid. Okay, and the remaining thing, what will happen? Oxidation we are telling. So it can be converted into the CH3, CH2, CHOH. That means it is to be converted into an alcohol. It is to be converted into an alcohol. Whatever the side chain is there, it is to be converted into an acid, salt, and further hydration, or you can say acidified hydration, hydrolysis. That is H plus ions. It is converted into the acid, and whatever the side chain is there, it is converted into an alcohol. So this method, from the aryl benzenes, we are getting the acid as well as an alcohol. That is the mixture we are getting. So this is also another second method. From alkyl benzenes, we will converting into the acidic conversions in the presence of an alkaline medium in the an oxidizing agent. That is the more important. So this is also important one. So remember and practice this one. And the third method, in the third method, from nitriles. Okay, that is from nitriles means CN group, and amides, that means an H2 group. Okay, from these compounds also we can prepare the acids generally. Okay, primary nitriles or CN. Okay, primary nitriles. What they have to do? In the presence of either acidic medium or basic medium, whatever it may be, in the acidic medium or basic medium, first what will happen? This cyanide group is converted into the amide group, or C double bond O and H2, or C double bond O and H2. Okay, so this is called the amide group. Amide will be formed. Further, what you have to get it? This should be converted into OH. RC double bond OH is the acid. So to convert this one NH2, what we have to do? We will use further hydration, that is acidification, in the presence of either a acid or a base. Then it can be converted into what? It can be converted into RC double bond OH, that is acid, plus amide group is converted into the ammonia. Amide group is converted into the ammonia. So this is the important one, means nitriles are acidified or alkali medium, they are converted into the amides. Further hydration or acidification, they are converting into the acid, and ammonia will be released. So this is also very, very important. Now, okay, but we want this one. We can control, that is formation of NH2 amides into this one by means of an acidic medium or a alkali medium or basic medium. So this is the most important. Okay, that means CN is the, what is this one? C triple bond N, that is actually. Then what will happen? One bond will be broken down. This will be there. C double bond O, that is OH or H plus 1 acidification. What will happen? It is converted into the C double bond O. Here it is converted into the hydrogens. H2O will be added. That is okay. OH molecules are added. Then what you are getting? Amides. Further hydration or acidification, it will give the acid and ammonia. So this is from the nitriles. We can converting into the acids also. Similarly, aromatic acids are also, that is benzoic acid also can be prepared by using this one. Okay, so C double bond O, that is NH2, that is amides. Benjamide. Benjamide, what you have to do? Either in the presence of H plus or H3O plus also we will write hydration. Then it can be converted into the benzoic acid and again and ammonia will be taken out. Okay. So like this also we can find out the benzene. From the benzamide to benzoic acid conversion. So these are the most important. And in the textbook it is given ethanamide also, that is amines, two components, CH3, CO and H2. C double bond O and H2. That is two carbon atoms, ethane, ethanamide, amide group is there, ethanamide is converted into ethanoic acid. That is CH3, COOH, ethanoic acid. So like this, we can convert in the presence of H3O plus ions. That is acidification only. So this is also from nitriles. So now till now we learned the three methods. What is the first method we are getting, and what is the second method from the third method? What is the third method? From nitriles and amides. From nitriles and amides. From the second one, alkyl benzene compounds. So we can prepare the aromatic carboxylic acids. What is the first one? From alcohols, that is primary alcohols and aldehydes. So these are the three important things are there. So till now we learned about the three things. Okay, and the remaining three things, total 6 methods are there. Let us see the other methods also. So up to 3 methods, I think, I hope that you understood. Okay, and fourth method, from Grignard reagent. Yes, fourth method is from Grignard reagent. It is also very easy. Okay, Grignard reagent is MgX or MgX, alkyl magnesium halides. Okay, so this is the Grignard reagent, and from the Grignard reagent or MgX, what you have to do to get the RCOOH. Okay, RCOOH. This is to be treated, this is a special, listen. So magnesium, alkyl magnesium halide is treated with the carbon dioxide gas in the presence of, because Grignard reagent means it will be taken place in the presence of dry ether only. Okay, addition of carbon dioxide, first it will be directly converted into RC double bond O MgX. That means here that carbon dioxide will be, oxidation will be taken place, carbon dioxide will be added, and MgX also will be added. So this is the alkyl magnesium halide carbonyl groups are formed. Intermediate compound is formed. Further, what you have to do? We have to remove this and we have to add the hydrogen. So that means H2O. That is hydrolysis. What it will give is RC double bond O remaining H plus, here H is left out, OH is left out. So that means magnesium hydroxy halide will be taken out, and you will get the corresponding acid. So Grignard reagent, in the preparation of an acid, we have to treat with the carbon dioxide gas in the presence of dry ether. What will happen? Carbonyl group is added and you will get the mixed compound, intermediate compound. Further hydrolysis of this mixed compound, it will give us the corresponding acid and magnesium hydroxy halide. So like this, from the Grignard reagent, we can make the acid also, alcoholic acid, alkanoic acids. So this is also one more preparation. So next, another preparation, fifth preparation. So fourth preparation is our fifth preparation, from acyl chlorides. Acyl chlorides are acid anhydrides. So already we know that. Okay, suppose to get an acyl chloride, that means RC double bond O Cl. This is called the acid chloride. Okay, simple. To remove this Cl, if you use HOH, that means water, H will be taken out this Cl and OH will be added, and you will get the RC double bond OH. That means What you have to do this acid chlorides, if you treat with the hydrolysis H2O and directly you are getting the RC double bond OH corresponding acid. That means hydrolysis of acid chlorides or acyl chlorides, you will get the corresponding acid. Similarly, acid anhydride means two molecules you will take it. That is CH3, C double bond O. Okay, O is there, two molecules. Okay, that means what is the meaning of this? CH3, C double bond O, one molecule, CH3, C double bond O, another molecule. These two are attached by oxygen atom. How you will get it? That is by dehydration of acid molecules. Suppose if you take CH3, COOH, that is an acid, or you can write down like this C double bond O, OH. And one more molecule, CH3, C double bond O, OH. Here what will happen? Water molecule will be removed and these two molecules are attached by oxygen. This is called the acid anhydride. That means dehydration of acid will give the acid anhydride. When the acid anhydride, you want to get the acid. Means what you have to do? Instead of dehydration, reverse. That means hydration. That is H2O, hydrolysis. They will give the corresponding acid. Okay, so that means two molecules of acid you will get it. Similarly, benzoic acid, that is benzoic anhydride, if you take it means benzoic acid you will get it. Alkali, that means acid chlorides and acid anhydrates. From acyl chlorides and acid anhydrates hydrolysis, they will give the corresponding acid. So this is the fifth one. And the last one, sixth method. So 6 methods are there. You have to write from esters. Okay, esters, from esters. Let us see acidic hydrolysis. Yes, acidic hydrolysis of ester will give directly the acid. That also. That means hydrolysis will be taken place in the presence of water. Okay. So example, one example they have given in the textbook. Okay, that is C double bond O. O C2H5. That means, okay, what is this is called the acid group and this is the alkyl group. What is the name is to be given? Ethyl benzoate. Oxygen bridge is there between these two. So ethyl and benzene and ester 8. So ethyl benzoate. So that is the name. If you do the hydrolysis directly. If you do the hydrolysis directly, see here H plus and OH minus hydrolysis. What will happen? Hydrogen will come and attack this one and forms the benzoic acid C double bond O OH. That is benzoic acid is formed and methyl group is there. Whatever the methyl group is there, it will be attacked by the OH group and forms the C2H5OH. That is an alcohol. That is ethyl alcohol or ethanol, and ethyl benzoate, that is esters, direct esters hydrolysis, it will give the corresponding acid and corresponding whatever the alkyl group is there, that will be converted into the alcohol. So like this we can prepare the acids from different methods. Total 6 methods are there. So all these 6 methods you should know it, and if you practice it you can get it. So total how many methods are there? Let us see all the 6 methods names. First one is from, second one is from, third one is from, like the 6 methods are there. What is the first method? From alcohols, primary alcohols and aldehydes, that is oxidation, you will get it. Second one, from alkyl benzenes, okay, alkyl benzenes. And third one is from what is the another method? Third method, from nitriles, and amides. And the fourth one, from Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent means what you have to do? Hydrolysis. Fifth method, from esters, last method. Of course, before this one more method is also there. From acyl halides and acid chlorides. So acid chlorides, and last one is the from esters. If you observe these things, all these three methods generally hydrolysis or acidified hydrolysis. But these three methods are different. This is the oxidation. What is this? Alkyl benzenes means this is also oxidation. From nitriles are also okay. Oxidation, that is hydrolysis and oxidation methods we are using to get the corresponding acids. So these are the 6 methods are there to prepare the carboxylic acids.